Welcome back. This week we take you on some roads less travelled and maybe even find some spots for you to add to that list when you plan on travelling Tassie. Seriously, we are in for a cracker. Some of these spots would have to be our most favourites so far, and we can't wait to share them with you. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get comfy and let's crack into it. G'day, we are Beau, Madi, and this is Luna. We've ditched the 9 to 5 to chase our dreams of travelling Australia. Come with us as we explore this incredible country. G'day, welcome back. We're here at Waterhouse, and let me tell you, as the name suggests, she's raining. So we've set up just in time, and we did beat the rain, which is fantastic, but it looks like it's set in for the afternoon. Oh, hopefully that air wasn't there the whole time. As you can see in the background, it looks like it's settled in, and we might be trying to dodge it all night. But have a go at this. Honestly, we've just been, for the last hour, maybe 2 hours, we've just been watching these kangaroos, wallabies and stuff come through. It's been unreal, to be honest. Look at how close they're getting to us. And we had some black cockies come up and fly out right above the tree that we're under, which is absolutely awesome. Luna's there. She's not appreciating them though. Leave it. I reckon she'll go in a second. Yep. I caught you. Up. We're just hiding out of the elements, to be honest with you. Hopefully it clears up before we leave, so we can get down to the beach, because it looked absolutely awesome as we were setting up. But nonetheless, we're not complaining. We're just chilling out, having a cracker over time, watching the animals come in and stuff like that. Still appreciating the view that we've got out there. It's absolutely unreal. And we're the only ones here in this little area, so can't complain with that. Maddie's on the tools getting us a hot drink. We have been a bit cheeky, right? We did see that the rains were coming in, and we're meant to be over there in this campsite, but we decided we'll sneak under this tree just so we've got a little bit of extra protection for the night. So we're under this tree. She's a little pine tree, and then we'll have the swag under the covers, and we should be laughing, and fingers crossed we'll stay nice and toasty and warm. This has been unreal, honestly. Like, this is, I'm going again, alright? This is, everybody asks, what do you do when it's raining and stuff like that? And to be honest, you know, like, yes, we're not out there on the beach running around and doing whatever, but at the same time, it's pretty cool just to chill out together, have a cup up, sit out of the elements under our shade. You know, it has been like this since we hit the road for the last 6 or 7 days testing out the swag. And, you know, yes, I'd be happy if it was sunshine, but at the same time, it is what it is. And if we want to be out here exploring and seeing stuff, punch through it and appreciate it for what it is. So it might get old, but for now, I don't know, still young, and we're loving it just the same. So, alright, that was my little bit, you know what I mean? Well, what a gorgeous morning to wake up to. Seriously, the rain actually stopped just as we sort of went to bed, which was absolutely fantastic. So, you know, I'm lost for words. It was just that amazing. So everything actually got to dry out overnight, which was awesome. But to wake up with a view like this, unreal. What a spot, to be honest. I don't think I've told you where we are. Yes, I did. Waterhouse, and as the name suggests, it was raining. Yep. Pretty awesome little spot. I just got the drone up this morning, and I've just seen we've got a shack next to us and on the other side. So could you imagine having this spot as the place that you come to just chill out, and one of the shacks had like their own little private bay, and it was such an awesome little view. I don't even think we can get to it, but seriously, I couldn't imagine just having a little spot like that right on the waterfront like this. That'd be unreal. Well, plans for the day. We will eventually hit the road and just start following this coastline actually. You know, just explore, see what's in front of us. If we find a nice spot that we think, nah, we're staying here the night, we'll be staying. If not, I've got another little section picked out. So stick around for that one, because I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous views yet again. But apparently I used to camp here as a kid. Oh, that sun's just come out, nice and bright. Apparently I used to camp here as a kid. Unfortunately, I don't remember it, but what a great little spot. I think this is a spot that isn't talked about much, isn't shown much. So make sure you come and check it out. You know, there's toilets here. You can camp in a tent, obviously, and caravan accessible. But for the morning, this is us, mate. Oh, unreal. Alrighty guys, I'd like to tell you some more about the Bluetti AC 240. This unit has 1,536 watts of lithium, which equates to 128 amp hours of overall battery. This unit is also IP65 rated. The rating means that it has the highest dust protection system and is also water resistant, making it great for if you want to head down to the beach, maybe take it to your local river, or maybe you want to head out to the outback and get on those roads less travelled. Whether you want to spend all day down there recharging all your devices, playing some music, or even taking an induction cooker down and whipping up a storm. Given that it has that dust protection system, you are going to be covered. Wherever you want to go in Australia, you'll be sure you can take this unit with you. Alrighty, so what is actually on the unit and what are all these sockets? Let's go through them. First of all, we've got one 12-volt socket. We also have one 30-amp RV boat plug. This is something that I'm not really sure about in Australia, so I believe it will be more for the international market and not something that we really use here. Now, this next socket is my favourite. 2 times USB-Cs at 100 watts. These are unreal. Why? Because it means we can fast charge all our devices and even charge our laptop from it. We then have 2 standard USBs at 18 watts. Last but not least, 4 times AC 240 volt sockets. Those 4 sockets in line with the 2400 watt inverter to be able to bring those creature comforts from home and take them on the road whilst traveling or whilst you're out there on the weekend is going to be unreal. And something that I think is really cool is they also have an app which we will be able to monitor the whole system of the ins and outs, what is being charged, what is drawing, and everything. We can also actually turn off the unit here, so you don't even have to get up and go and turn that unit off. The app is a great added extra that I really enjoy because I love being able to check it on my phone and just staying up to date with it and being able to control everything right from my fingertips. Alrighty, moving on to charging. With this unit, we have 3 different ways that we can do it. We've got your standard AC 240 volt charger. Whilst being plugged into the grid, you're going to be able to get a charge of 80% within 45 minutes. So if you've left it until the last minute before you head off on that weekend away, you're going to be able to pump up some charge whilst you pack the car and still be able to get out there. The next way of charging is going to be our solar connection, which we are able to plug in 1,200 watts, which is surely enough to keep you off grid and out there on the tracks for a long time. Alright, next on the list, I want to do this in front of you guys for the first time. I want to charge out of the 12 volt cigarette socket and see what it does. We haven't tested this yet, and I've been saving it just so we can do it together. So let's plug it in. I can't believe it comes with this. Maddie, I'm going to need you to please turn on the vehicle. We should be right. You ready? Let's do it. We're turning on. Maddie's giving me the thumbs up. I've realised I can't see at all because we're trying to get the camera shots. I'm coming in. 62 watts, 83, 90. We're still going up. So we'll let it sit for a bit, see what sort of watts it gets to in recharging. At the moment, not a great deal. But in saying that, how good would this be when you're driving along, you've got no solar or something like that. Maybe you're not set up for touring, you just need something for a weekend or something like that. You've realised you haven't charged, so you can now plug this in, get a bit more juice, and take this with you on your camping trip for the weekend. I actually really like that. I haven't seen that 12 volt recharging in any other system yet. That's really cool. Where are we at now? 78 to 86. It's anywhere from 70 to 90 watts is what we're looking at. That is a pretty cool little thing to know, and that just opens you up to so many more possibilities. Actually, that is pretty exciting. Did that surprise you out of the 12 volt socket? Honestly, I am surprised. I expected it to sit around that 40 to 45 watt mark and just pump in a few amps, but to get up that high is really surprising for me. So let us know in the comments, did that surprise you, and is that something that would actually benefit you potentially if you're life on the road or a weekend warrior? Alright, I didn't want to build up the excitement too much today because of what happened last time. My goal was to get to the most northeasterly point that we could get to, and I don't know, just cross it off the list. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. But again, unfortunately, it is a turbine farm and we just can't have access. There's a no-go. So we miss out, but beautiful little spot. Heaps of wind turbines to like just drive around, and they're really close and things, which is pretty cool. And right now I'm sitting here talking to you whilst I'm at the visitor centre, and across the way is literally Flinders Island. You can just see the hills and everything from here. I don't know how far the distance would be, but it is that close that you can just see it, which is really cool. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I like it. There is a place here called Little Musselrow Bay, and you're actually allowed to camp there. Not with dogs apparently, because there's some endangered birds around and stuff, so they're trying to keep noise levels down and things. But absolutely awesome. Really, really worth coming out here, to be honest. So from here, keep coming. The day hasn't ended yet. We're still touring around. We're still just cruising and just following this coastline at the moment. We've got our HEMA maps on. We've got a couple of roads that say that we should be able to take a little bit of a shortcut, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not too sure. But the adventure's always fun, and that's what we're here for. So let's get into it. Let's come along and see where we end up. Wow, today I sort of surprised Madi with a location that I know is one of our favourite spots, and it's one of the first ones that we sort of ticked off when we started travelling Tassie, and I thought this could be the last chance we'll get to come back here. So
we're at the Bay of Fires again.
Yep. So we're back. We just couldn't get away from that beautiful blue water. We're fingers crossed hopefully going to grab a beautiful spot. There's a lot less people in the area. So come along with us, see if we can get ourselves an awesome spot that has gorgeous views this time. Fingers crossed. I'm hopeful.
I really hope so.
Whilst we're chatting, those roads were so cool in between those areas that we've just been, hey? So you'll have a little map up that shows you where we've just been and everything. But it was just terrific. Like, I don't know how many cars we passed, probably like 5 or 6 today, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And it was just unreal.
Yeah.
We were talking about why do we actually like going those sort of roads more than being on those sealed roads that lead to a destination that's mostly talked about. It's just that peace and quiet. The scenery's normally really beautiful.
Yeah, and you're going a bit slower, so you get to like experience it and take it all in.
Yeah.
And we found that the dirt roads, they usually have a pretty good destination at the end.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's been great. It's been a really, really good day. Just cruising around, finding some stuff that we didn't even know was around here, to be honest. So
Yeah.
It's awesome to be back. Hopefully we jag a good spot tonight. Come with us, let's have a look. I can't believe we've jagged this spot. I hope you can just see it in the background, the waves crashing. It's just been unreal.
We made it to Millionaire's Road.
We have, honestly, just feels so awesome to be here. Just listen. I'm sure you can hear it whilst I'm talking in the background. Those waves crashing, it's just been unreal. So this is us for the night, mate. We're going to appreciate this. We're going for a walk on the beach a bit later, hopefully. That'll be us. And I am certainly not complaining with views like this. Oh, I could stay here longer. I love it. They're just incredible. So do yourself a favour. Maddie's laughing at me because I always say that, I guess.
No, because I had a mouthful.
Mouthful lassie.
But you can stay here 28 days as well, which is...
I know, can you believe that? That's just... It looks like that. Oh. Are you right trying to smoke us out, mate?
Oh, me sausage.
What would happen if I asked you to hold mine?
I don't know what.
Swap ya. Could you imagine being silly like that and then I pop it at the bottom and they all just fall out and we've lost dinner? I think we're on rations too. This is like the last bit of food. Oi, don't say I've never cooked, right? Ah, bon appetit. Is that cooked then or? Look, I only did that because the camera was there. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting down on my phone. That's the truth. Well, all good things must come to an end, and Tasmania has been absolutely spectacular. We hope you've enjoyed just as much as we have showing you around and hopefully adding some of those sites to your bucket list for when you get to Tassie. Next episode of us travelling is going to be getting on the boat and heading back to the Big Island. As always, guys, we cannot thank you enough for your support. It truly does mean the absolute world to us. You are an absolute bloody legend, and we'll catch you next week. See ya!